Good YouTube, Quinn Wade coming to y'all with that instant basketball analysis on Analysis Playground on YouTube, exclusively on there. And we're going to talk about how them Clippers got way behind the Warriors and climbed their way all the way back out of the hole they dug for themselves and ended up winning 114 to 101. Clippers now lead the season series 2-1. The Warriors can tie it if they win the next game. And if the Clippers win the next game, they won the season series against the Warriors. The Warriors go to 31 and 30 and 19 and 13 at home. The Clippers improved to 29 and 31 and 14 and 18 on the road. Golden State, they won the first quarter 31 to 19. Golden State also won the second quarter 25 to 23. They lost the third quarter 35 to 23 and the fourth quarter 37 to 22. They really lost that fourth quarter because they couldn't really score. And then Kawhi Leonard was just making everything when it mattered. And since you was already trailing and you can't make a shot, the lead just gets worse and worse for you, especially in that third and fourth quarter. Kawhi only had 23 though, and he played 29 minutes. He had 9 to 14 shooting from the field and 3 of 6 from three. He also went 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He grabbed 8 rebounds. He also had 4 assists, 1 turnover, and 2 steals. 2 offensive rebounds, 1 personal foul, and was a plus 16 and plus minus. He's tough. He can drive. He can stop and pop. He can pull up. And he's just really confident now. Some of the tough shots he doesn't even hesitate taking. And he's still bringing it defensively. So they got the cyborg tonight. Derrick Jones Jr. helped him out, though. 24 minutes. He grabbed 6 boards, had 1 steal and an assist. And he also had 5 of those rebounds out of the 6 was offensive. He did get into foul trouble for personal fouls. And he didn't shoot the ball that great. But he went 2 of 12 from the field and 0 of 4 from 3. Still scored some shots at the free throw line where he went 5 of 6 there. That ended up working out for him. But, he shot the ball poorly in this one, whether it was the drives or the threes. It can be that way. Brook Lopez was just shooting threes too. The problem was he also went 0 of 4 from 3. He did hit some shots in the paint though and went 3 of 8 from the field by the end of the game. He finished with 6 points in 24 minutes. He did have 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and no turnovers. He also had 1 offensive board, 3 personal fouls, and was a plus 7 and plus minus. Chris Dunn, 26 minutes, 16 points. He went 7 to 10 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3. They left him open, and he got a lot of steals, so he had easy opportunities. He should be getting double figures every game. Not the case, but you have to like the fact that he did in this one, and he also did a good job of giving the ball for teammates that was open or had good looks, and he synced it, and then it was just up to them to knock it down. 7 assists, 7 rebounds, 2 steals, 1 turnover, no personal fouls. He was a plus 18 and plus minus. Chris Dunn, 22 minutes, 8 points. He went 3 of 5 from the field, 2 of 3 from the three-point line. He was open, and he got a lot of good looks. He was able to put them in the basket all besides twice. And he also had 2 rebounds and the assist, no turnovers in the block, 1 offensive rebound, 1 personal foul, and a plus 3. And plus minus Nico Batum, 6 minutes. He missed his only 3. Of course, he was open, but he didn't play that much minutes to get a lot more up. He did also finish as a minus 9 and plus minus. Number 55, I don't want to butcher his name. He played 3 minutes. He grabbed a rebound, and it was offensive, and he was a minus 4 and plus minus all he did. Yankic was able to finish around the rim. He finished 3 of 6 from the field with 11 points because he also went 5 of 6 from the free throw line. He's fast. He's quick. If you get there late, he can get to the free throw line because of that, because he also had 9 boards, which ended up being the most on the team. And he did all of that within 21 minutes because he also had 2 steals and 4 blocks. He dominated in the paint area in a short amount of time. He did also get 2 offensive boards. He did end up with 3 personal fouls because he was going for the steals and blocks, and sometimes you get fouls for that. And he was a plus 10 and plus minus. Jordan Miller, 25 minutes. He had 12 points. He was 5 of 6 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He just had good shot selection and just waited till openings happened. Then it was just, can I make the shot? And he was able to do that. He had 6 rebounds, 1 turnover, 1 block. No personal fouls. Had 1 offensive rebound, was a plus 15 and plus minus. And then Darius Garland actually was back for the first time in a while. And he has a new uniform. He's on a new team. 23 minutes for him. He had 12 points. He kept trying to hit the threes and the floaters. He ended up going 4 of 9 from the field, 2 of 7 from three, and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Not a bad night for him scoring the ball, but he did have 5 turnovers. He got a little too much in his head and it was too late on things too, which the team was seeing it coming. And they was able to get steals because of that. He had 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal, 1 offensive rebound, 2 personal fouls, and was a +5 and plus minus. A solid game from him. You know, we expect more from him, and we expect him to be better with this team the more they play together, and hopefully he can stay healthy for the remainder of the season. That would be nice to see, since he is one of my favorite guards to watch. And another one is Benedict Mathurin. He has 17 points. He went 6 of 13 from the field, 5 of 5 from the free throw line. He's really been playing, off and on, good and bad, this season for the Clippers, but he has a high upside and a lot of potential to be a high impact player for you. But he didn't shoot the ball that bad. He didn't make any threes, but he also had 4 turnovers. Other than that, he had 7 rebounds. He's a good rebounding guard, and he's going to take chances defensively. And he got a steal in the block because of that. He had offensive rebound, 2 personal fouls, was a +12. And plus minus, Ty Washington Jr. played 3 minutes. He ended up getting an assist and had no turnovers and had a personal foul. That was end of his night. He was a -4 and plus minus. Cam Christie, he missed his only field goal. He also had no turnovers, no personal fouls, and was a -4 and plus minus. And then you look at the Golden State Warriors. Draymond Green played some solid defense and communicated well to his teammates. He played 31 minutes and had 4 points. He went 1 of 5 from the field. That ended up being a bad night for him scoring wise. Still ended up getting 6 assists, and he also went 1 of 2 from the free throw line. He still had 2 rebounds and 1 steal, 4 personal fouls, and was a -18 and plus minus. And then Al Horford, 27 minutes. He had 17 points. He mainly scored 1 shot in the paint, and then he finished 4 of 8 from three. That was the majority of his shots that he took. And he also did get to the free throw line, but he only went 3 of 5. He had 6 rebounds, 3 assists, no turnovers in the block, 2 offensive rebounds, 2 personal fouls, and was a -15 and plus minus. DeAnthony Melton, 27 minutes. He had 7 points. He went 3 of 14 from the field, 1 of 7 from three. He didn't really make enough shots in this one. It sucks because you needed him to. He's a big part of what you do on both ends of the court, and he just couldn't get it done on the offensive end. But he did have 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, and a steal, 2 offensive rebounds, 4 personal fouls, and was a -16 and plus minus. Moses Moody, 25 minutes, 10 points, 4 of 12 from the field, 2 of 8 from three. He got some good looks also, and they left him open a lot. The Clippers did. He couldn't make them pay for it in this one, even if it was off the dribble. He did have 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, and a steal, 1 offensive board, 2 personal fouls, and was a -1 and plus minus. Brendan Podziemski, 37 minutes. He scored 22. That led the team. He's been trying to do what he can to get to the basket and knock down threes while still trying to facilitate when he can. He went 9 of 18 from the field. You'll take it. 3 of 6 from three. You'll take it. 1 of 2 from the free throw line. You taking that too. Helped on the boards. 7, the most in the starting lineup. He also had 3 assists and 2 turnovers. 1 offensive rebound, 1 personal foul, was a -13 and plus minus. Leon's 6 minutes. He missed his only field goal, 1 rebound, no turnovers, no personal fouls, and was a -2 and plus minus. And then 31 minutes for the Santos. 31 was really good for a bench player. That was mainly more than most of the starters. He did have 5 points. He went 2 of 8 from the field, 1 of 3 from the 3-point line. The best thing he ended up doing, though, was getting 10 rebounds, which was the most on the team. And he was able to score because of that, too. All the other shots he ended up missing. He did have 3 assists, 2 turnovers, and 3 steals. And also 3 offensive rebounds, 1 personal foul, was a -5 and plus minus. Quentin Post was able to score near the basket a lot in this one. 12 minutes, 9 points for him. He went 4 of 8 from the field, 1 of 3 from the 3-point line. He did have 3 rebounds and the assist. He got a block, 2 offensive boards, no personal fouls, and a +5 and plus minus. Nate Williams, 22 minutes. He had 18 points. That was the biggest night off the bench, and the game would have been a lot more worse for them if he didn't play off the bench as well as he did. He went 5 of 8 from the field, all good open looks, including going 3 of 4 from three. And then he was able to drive and get to the free throw line successfully. And he went 5 of 6 from the free throw line. He had 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 2 offensive rebounds. That was all his boards tonight. He did have 1 personal foul, was a +1 and plus minus. Pat Spencer, 21 minutes, 9 points. He went 3 of 8 from the field, 1 of 4 from three, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He had 2 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 assists. Ended up being the most off the bench. He also had 1 turnover, 1 offensive rebound, 2 personal fouls, and with a -1 and plus minus. And then the Warriors, they shot 93 shots, which was more than the Clippers, who shot 85. They shot 39%. The Warriors did. The Clippers shot 49. And like I said, a lot of it hurt it because they couldn't really make enough shots in the fourth quarter compared to the Clippers, who was able to do it. 48 3-pointers taken by the Warriors, 35%. 29% is what the Clippers shot. 17 free throws for the Warriors, 23 for the Clippers. But the Warriors only shot 71%, while the Clippers shot 91. The Clippers also out rebounded them by 12, 52 to 40. 26 assists though for the Warriors, only 18 for the Clippers. A lot of their shots was isolation. 12 turnovers for the Warriors, 14 for the Clippers. 7 steals for the Warriors, 9 for the Clippers. 2 blocks for the Warriors, 7 for the Clippers. Both teams had 15 offensive boards, but the Warriors had 25 defensive, while the Clippers had 37. The Warriors did miss more shots, that's why. And both teams had 17 personal fouls. But like I said before, the Clippers shot more free throws than the Warriors, and they also shot a better percentage. Um, Good game because it was close in the beginning a little bit, and then it turned for the worse for the Warriors. Their identity showed. They have guys that can score and get their own shot better than we do, and they just was better defensively too, especially when it started mattering. The game started getting closer. The Warriors just weren't able to create good enough shots and good enough looks to be able to hang with the Clippers, who had guys like Kawhi Leonard and stuff that they can just throw the ball to, and they'll figure out how to score or find somebody else that can. And sometimes that can be what all it is. Can you get the rebounds? Can you get the extra possessions? Can you get the stops when it matters? And if you can't, and the other team does, you just lose. And that's how this game ended up going for the Warriors. The simple things matter, and if you can't do them, sometimes that's enough for you to not get what you want or not achieve what you want. And the Warriors just became one of them teams tonight, and they have been that way for like a month. If they don't have Steph, they got to do everything basically near perfect because they don't have the talent offensively and defensively to put them on a level compared to certain teams in the West and in the East to where they can win at a high level. And on top of that, they got to do it throughout the whole first half and second half, which they haven't shown that they're consistent enough on both ends of the court to do that. So it's important, to bring your A game and go out there and play as hard as you can and try to use that as the way to stay in the game or get a lead in the game. But even then, you still have to do those things. If not, you give them an opportunity and a chance to get back in it or take a lead and put you in a pressure type of situation to where all the shots and things matter more because you're not really capable of producing high volume offense at an efficient level, which the Warriors just couldn't do in 4 quarters against the Clippers, and they haven't really been able to do that against the other teams too. And when you have a guy that can make his own shot and get guys easy shots, the team just plays better and looks different and feels different. And they just didn't have that, and the Clippers did, and that was a big reason why the Clippers won and the Warriors didn't. Comment, like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell to get that analysis when it first come out. Y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. Peace. And I'll see y'all later today, hopefully with more analysis.